Hey, yo.
If I can be serious for a minute.
Oh, yeah. Acknowledge me.
Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? Episode number 101 of the Sit Down Mars podcast. Welcome, everybody. Come in, gather around. Let's sit and talk about the world of professional wrestling. How you feeling today, boys? AJ, Primo, obviously always on the pod here. What do you got? How you guys feeling today?
I feel kind of sad. It's episode 101.
Yes.
I don't know why that makes me sad.
I'm already kind of tripping over my words, and we're talking about things and stuff later. So yeah, it's a little off. It's a kind of an odd time in wrestling.
Yeah, there was so little that I want to talk about.
Yeah, so what we want to talk about, there's tragedy that happened over the last week that we'll talk about here shortly. That's kind of got kind of turned the wrestling world upside down. So, but otherwise, how you guys feeling, man? Everything good? Everything good?
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Everything good, man? Everything good, man?
That was fantastic.
Oh, you're welcome.
Fantastic.
Good. We just did our annual drawing of the Rumble numbers pre-pod here right before for the Kurt Angle Trophy that's going up for grabs this weekend. So we'll briefly run over that here in just a little bit, but let's kick this thing off. Welcome, everybody, to the best kept secret in wrestling podcast. I am the Dirty Bird. Thank everybody listening on all those podcast platforms, including Stitcher, Spotify, Google, and all those other ones. And you heard us talk about him last week. Good old Thomas Bryce, who plays us down on SportzWire Online Radio, who has the number one.
I should have cut that.
Global Sports Report. So thank you, Thomas, on SportzWire Radio and all of our friends and family out there. So, all right, man, let's get this thing kicked off, man. Pop of the pod, jukebox, the jukety box today is we couldn't go, only one way that this one can go today. So if you're riding in your car, if you're chilling in your headphones, however you're listening to us right now, you want to crank this one up, man. Let's hit this one.
Reach for the sky, boy.
All right, of course, there, the old Reach for the Sky. Everybody knows that entrance theme. Couldn't go but one way today for the old jukebox there. So we'll be talking about Jay later on. We got a little segment with our kind of thoughts and memories of Jay coming up here. So let's kick it off. Welcome to the show, everybody. I am the Dirty Bird. It's time to talk about what we're going to talk about. It's Royal Rumble week, one of the best times of the calendar wrestling year. So the Kurt Angle Trophy is back up for grabs. If you're a new listener to the pod, the Kurt Angle Trophy is the heavyweight championship of the Sit Down Marks podcast. Currently, I am the champion. It goes back up for grabs every Big Four WWE pay-per-views and others along the way. So that one's going back up. So we just draw spots for that just prior to the pod starting here. So we'll talk about that, and we're going to give our last-minute real predictions of who we think is going to win, hands down, men's and women's. Today, it's going to be AJ versus Primo in a game of squared circle questions. You guys are ready for that one. This one's going to be a good one. Excited for it. So all the usual fun and games. And lastly, it's Iron Spirit Pro Week, as this Friday is the show called Brotherhood in Normal, Illinois. So we're going to talk about that card. And lastly, but not least, as we talked about, we got the Jay Briscoe segment coming up about our feelings and about the recent death that rocked the world of wrestling. So, all right, guys, if you guys are ready, let's do this thing, you marks. Let's go, Mr. No Pants Primo. Keep your pants on.
Are you wearing pants?
Yeah.
Okay, so today I am wearing pants, and they won't be coming off because I'm commando, so you don't want that.
Just a Primo Schwann's hanging in the wind.
Here comes the dog.
Doggy, 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 dog.
What up? Mr. Cage, Travis Leonard.
This is the wild child, Connor Hopkins.
This is Christian Rose. Yo, this is the most dope, CJ Esparza.
This is the Croc Rockin', Nickelback Poppin', Curls for all the girls, the Perminator, Sam Beal.
And you are listening to the Sit Down Marks podcast.
And you are listening to the Sit Down Marks podcast with DB, Primo, and AJ.
With Primo, DB, and AJ on the Sit Down Marks podcast.
And I am on the Sit Down Marks podcast. And we're going to get some perfection today, baby.
Nickelback poppin'.
Rock rockin', Nickelback poppin'. Girls for all the girls.
Curls for all the girls. I love it. All right, here we go. So it's Iron Spirit Pro Week. This Friday, we're going to finally crown a tag team champions. We've been seeing these belts for a while. Now it's time to put them on a tag team. So AJ and I obviously both work for Iron Spirit Pro, so we can't pick winners nonetheless, but we can talk about the match. But the big news, AJ, your boy Trevor Outlaw is returning versus Xavier Sky this week.
Yours
So,
rudely.
yours rudely. You get to see your boy this weekend.
See what 2003 references he comes up with this time.
You should take a chop from Trevor.
What? I know he would hurt me. Don't tell him I said that, but actually, yeah, I'll see if he will. I'll be like, yeah, go ahead, you pussy, give me one.
You pussy.
And then my chest will break open and bleed, and
Big
I'll
old
cry.
bitch.
you little bitch.
So he's making his return after being hurt for a while. So glad to see him back. This should be interesting. Both these guys are, they're freelance guys, so they're very familiar with each other. So it'll be interesting to see how that match goes down. CJ Esparza, we don't know who he's facing yet. It's a little bit of a mystery. I don't know if there might be something in the air. Not quite sure. But all I know is CJ Esparza is going to be making an appearance, and he is wrestling. So this Friday night, so we're going to see Bucky Collins is scheduled to be on the card. Brubaker, of course, is going to be on the card as well too. But let's talk about this match, AJ. We got the Bang Bros. Don't Google that name. Davey Bang and August Matthews versus Sean Galway and Ezio Orlandi. Pardon me. Which
Orlandi.
I don't think they're usually a tag team, but these guys obviously have worked together, quite a good bit. So this should be interesting. But I don't know, the Bang Brothers. That's what we'll just call them. What they are.
That's what they are.
They might be the hottest tag team in indie wrestling at this very moment because
they have a bang bus.
They should. These guys are putting on a show. They're fucking over wherever they go. Chicago loves them.
It's because they're awesome.
Yeah, they're badasses. I can't wait to see them this
gig.
weekend. Yeah, would be.
What, driving the bang bus or being a bang
wrestling?
bro?
Being a bang bro. You wrestle by day or evening, and then afterwards you can go to the bang bus and spice the material by night.
Right.
Like have some warm apple cider and stuff.
True.
Yes.
Some tacos.
So this should be interesting, man. Travis Titan looking for a big win against Solomon Tupu, which is no easy feat whatsoever. So good luck there. Yeah.
Good luck, Travis. Wish you the best.
Yeah, Solomon don't lose too much in Iron Spirit Pro.
He doesn't.
Yeah. So excited for that, those matches. But main event though, we've been leading up to it for a while. We're finally here this Friday. We're going to crown the tag team champions for Iron Spirit. 2 former guests on the pod. Gunner Brave, Sabotage Sean, 815 versus what's that?
They've already crowned themselves tag team champions. So it's almost like they're defending their tag team belts.
Right, yep. They stole them out of my hands last time we were at a show. You
let them get away with it.
I did. Well,
they were very fast.
Those bastards, I'm going to get them. But anyway, they're going up against technical difficulties. These are 2 of the top tag teams in Iron Spirit Pro, and 815 say they're 6-0. It's questionable, but if they're 6-0, they're 6-0. They have beat technical difficulties before.
Not cleanly,
no, but but they did. But anyway, this should be an awesome night of wrestling. We got also Orion Starlight, always a nice guy we like talking to, is on the card as well. So big night in Normal, January the 27th, this Friday. Come check us out. Iron Spirit Pro Wrestling. Me and AJ's going to be there. You can't come to the show and not see us.
If we held a tag team championship, the three of us, the Marks, if you will, would we defend them under Freeboard rules?
Yes,
absolutely. Yeah,
mainly because you're never here, so we would be forced to defend them under Freebird rules.
Right. Yeah, right.
I just every now, randomly once a year show up.
Right. Yeah. He's showing up in February, folks.
Yep.
Come see Primo, finally.
That's the only time I'd ever be up for trios championships, is if we were wrestling.
As if they were ours?
Yes.
I've spent an inordinate amount of time thinking about what our entrance music would be.
Sorry, got to go back to Illinois. Got to defend the belt, babe.
Yeah. I'm over in Illinois, babe. You just don't know it. I'm over. All right.
Over.
Fun stuff, man. Yeah, it's going to be a fun card Friday. We'll talk about the results and everything next week. Also coming up February the 11th, we got Dreamwave coming back. It's called In With The Out Crowd. Hacksaw Jim Duggan's going to be there. Nick Aldis going to be there. Raven's going to be there. Little Guido's going to be there.
Hey, I don't know how to make a Little Guido noise.
Who am I? Oh, the franchise. Shane Douglas is going to be there.
Afagu.
Yeah. And also, last but not least,
Shane
Tori
Douglas
from Top Rope Baking is going to be slinging cookies at Iron Spirit Pro this Friday and at Dreamwave on February the 11th. And she'll be back February the 24th at Iron Spirit Pro again. So it's on. A lot of cookies. Lots of cookies.
Tori came up with the name for the game that we're going to play next week. I'm going to take credit for it, but it was actually Tori that came up with the title. After she told me, thank you. And I was like, she's like, hey, idiot, call it this. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's pretty much the...
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, but no, it's totally me. I did it. Tune in next week to find out
Is it the same game we played last time?
Mm-hmm.
Like, guess the gimmick, but it's going to be
I really like that game.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be called something. Wow, you guys sucked at it. Failed miserably.
Yeah, but I still enjoyed it. Well, you picked some obscure wrestler.
It was Ed Leslie. How is he an obscure wrestler?
Michael's going to be here too, so he can fail miserably with us this time. So that'd be fun.
No, next time it's going to be real easy.
All right, boys. Let's move on, man. Let's talk about what we saw on TV last week. Let's start with WWE, man. Let's get this off our chest. We were talking about it pre-pod, and it's actually my first note. They fucking rob us of a pop, telling us that Cody's absolutely coming back at the Royal Rumble. Let's vent.
I'm so fucking annoyed by this. So annoyed. Not annoyed to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm not even going to watch the Rumble, but it's close to that. Because
I'm 100% still watching.
Well, yeah, absolutely, because it's the best pay-per-view. But
yes,
come the fuck on.
I'm watching with zero advertisements.
I would too. And I would watch, and I would go to it again. Like, it's the Royal Rumble. It's going to sell out. You don't have to be like, oh, by the way, we got Cody coming.
I liked it better whenever it was like, oh, I bet Cody comes back at the Rumble. Now it's like, he's definitely coming back.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, there's that pop gone. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, do they do
voices in my head.
Right, yeah. I mean, do they do that, though, because... they want to guarantee you that you're going to see Cody come back at the Rumble. Like, is that going to increase eyes?
No.
Is anybody more going to watch this than not if they hadn't have announced that?
Like, no, exactly. We were already going to.
Yes, and not just us. Like, that is an event that it's baby WrestleMania.
Is that pull casuals for them? Is that what they're doing that for?
Like, I think that
casuals
Royal
don't
Rumble
give a fuck about Cody Rhodes.
It's just as much a watchable pay-per-view as WrestleMania is.
I think
I'm
it's
going to tune
more
into
so.
Royal Rumble every year, just like I do WrestleMania.
Yes,
yeah, but we're hardcores. They got us hooked already. They're not doing that for us.
Okay, what was the main selling point last year? And it was still sold out, and billions of people watched it because it's the Royal Rumble. It sells itself.
Well, last year, the main selling point was the Sit Down Marks crew was going to be there. So.
This is true, yes.
True. Yeah, and maybe Rhonda.
Fuck Rhonda.
Or I love how much you hate her. I really do. It cracks me up.
But the casuals are probably watching Royal Rumble anyway. The casuals are watching Rumble and Mania, right? Like,
yes, that's
right.
The casuals,
the big two. They're the big two.
I like how we call them the casuals, as if it's like a derogatory term.
Right.
You minion.
Get
They're
out of
the
here.
ones that tune in when they hear something that's good. They're the ones that
they're like,
tune
oh
in
shit! Did you hear Goldberg came back? Let's watch.
Yeah. They're the ones that tuned in when Fox was advertising that John Cena was going to be on SmackDown Friday.
Yes,
those are the ones that are watching.
Which was also stupid, by the way.
Or recording or using their DVR to record it.
But no one, like, they're not going to give a fuck about Cody Rhodes. Like, they're just not. The only people who care about Cody Rhodes are us and people who will be there. And they just ruined it because
Georgia knows the Rhodes name.
Yeah,
he's still gonna get a fucking gigantic pop, but it's like,
yeah, he is. But
we're all getting robbed of that surprise factor.
Well, I mean, Cody's coming out at 29. The Rock's going to be 30, so the pop isn't going to last very long.
I see. I'm going to bet that The Rock doesn't show. There's going to be no
too.
Rock.
He ain't showing up.
No, The Rock makes $100 million per movie. He's not showing up at WWE.
I'd love it though. It'd be great, but we don't need him. But if he does, I'm.
Hey, here's the deal. I'll shit on. You know how much we talk shit about all the yesteryear wrestlers that come back, but
sure,
it's The Rock.
Sure, yeah,
I mean,
he's Stone Cold. Like, there's a few.
Stone Cold. I marked out when Stone Cold's at WrestleMania.
Yeah. There's a few that never wear out their welcome.
Yeah,
so
yes,
it's not like it's Saudi. Here comes Goldberg.
Yeah, see, I was gonna say there's one that did wear out his welcome, Goldberg.
Yeah,
fuck off, Goldberg.
Totally. Yeah, so that just sucks, man. Like, but it's kind of like, hey, it's kind of a screw you to the hardcores that we've been waiting on this to come back because we know he's probably a legit threat to Roman to, win. If, he wins the Rumble, we're going to start thinking this could be where Roman loses the title. You know what I mean? Which we haven't thought that in a while.
Well, see, that's another thing. It completely, because if Cody comes, like everyone says, if Cody comes back, Cody's winning the Rumble. That's just a thing. And had they saved that for the actual Rumble, we would go in not knowing who was going to win the Rumble. Now we're like, okay, well, Cody's winning the Rumble. Well, that takes a lot of the fun out of it.
What if, like, Seth and Cody ain't done? What if Seth throws Cody out? What if Seth throws Cody out?
100% my guess.
Right.
I can see Cody throwing Seth out.
And then they still got
the other way around.
They still got the feud,
which would be fine. I would love to see Seth and Cody, feud more.
Yeah,
because
if Cody gets thrown out, though, I'm going to be a little shocked. I am.
Yeah, he's not getting thrown out. He's winning. Although it's probably
smell.
No way.
That would be.
I might poop my pants
if The Rock wins.
No, if he just comes out just starts fucking rock bottoming and spit slapping everybody.
Has The Rock ever won a Rumble? No, right? He hasn't.
Yeah,
that's a good question.
I don't think he has.
He has. I think he has.
Because there were some questionable choices when The Rock was able to win it. Because didn't Stone Cold win it 3 times?
2000. He won 2000.
He won 2000? Okay. Well, shut my stupid mouth.
Yeah, that kind of blowed. But, so what do you guys think about Becky and Bayley's promo on Raw? Did you guys get a little bit of that heat?
Yeah, what's that about?
I don't know. I felt like it touched on a lot of some things. Like, yeah, Bayley looked kind of a little legit thrown off and pissed a little, but maybe she was just selling good. If so, she got me. But anyway, but this was pretty good promo with these two.
Because the two are best friends in real life. Like, everyone knows that they're, like, best friends. Right. So, like, any, like, heat is probably just like, okay, it's just...
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just like, anything that Sammy and Kevin do. We know they're going to beat the fuck out of each other because they're best friends.
Right. Because they're best friends.
Right.
I think Becky's leaving. Not forever, but I think she'll be gone for a good chunk of time. No, she's gonna go be an actor. Going to Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Which I think she should. I love Becky.
There's only so many redheads she can play.
She's playing Cyndi Lauper.
I mean, they have like wigs and hair dye and stuff.
Sure.
I mean, look at Sasha Banks or whatever the fuck her name is now. Mercedes Moné.
Mercedes Moné.
What if like let me jumps
that hair ain't it?
The schedule here. What if Theory loses the U.S. title to Bobby earlier tonight, and then Theory wins?
I wouldn't be okay with that. That would bore me.
You guys be all right with that? You wouldn't be.
No. He's not ready to win.
I would not be mad at that.
I would be.
I wouldn't be super mad at it as long as they as long as they played it right. I don't know. Like
you mean how they played him winning Money in the Bank?
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, it was already kind of been there, but like I don't know, that kind of keeps creeping in my mind too. That Theory's going to have something to do with that. But
I don't like it.
We've already seen
they basically rebuilt him though.
Sure.
Then.
Yeah, but now if he wins the Rumble, they're just going to have to do it again because Austin Theory's not beating Roman Reigns.
We're in Texas for Rumble. We seeing anybody this weekend? Any rattlesnakes or heartbreakers or
Shawn Michaels
or suckers?
Suckers.
Actually, I can see that one. That would be fucking awesome. Yeah. I would fucking lose my mind.
I'm a big Booker T fan.
So am I. I love him. So if he actually entered the ring, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, like I feel like there's about on that roster. Like I feel like there's about 10 guys that should be in that Rumble, and the other 20 they can fucking play with as far as I'm concerned. Yep. You know what I mean? Because the rest of them we ain't going to believe is going to be winners anyway.
Who do we see
I hope Triple H has fun with it.
Who do we see from NXT? Braun, whatever his name is.
Braun Breaker?
Braun Breaker?
No. He still has the belt.
As the champ?
Do we see
Carmelo?
Wall? I bet we do see him, actually.
Yeah, actually, Grayson Waller for sure.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
For
Rajakovic.
Where's Cameron Grimes?
To the moon!
Hasn't he been on Main Event like a bunch? Cameron Grimes?
Yeah, I don't know.
And backstage.
Maybe we'll see him. Maybe we'll see some of these guys at house show we're going to here pretty soon.
Hell yeah!
Oh, we are going to one that's before the Rumble or before the Mania.
Yeah.
So they'll be gearing up for Mania.
Yep. Probably it's almost a month after Rumble. So Firefly Funhouse, I guess we're back here again. We're really glad that
you know what's weird is I like this feud not because of Bray Wyatt, because of LA Knight. I just want to see LA Knight more.
Dude's getting tight.
Yeah,
shredded.
He's fucking awesome.
Let me talk to you.
So
whose game is it? LA Knight's game, Primo's game, baby.
Longtime listeners of the pod will know that I used to bitch about how much he tried to sound like The Rock because he has the same cadence, same voice. But then I saw an interview. I don't know if I sent it to this to you guys, but
you did.
Okay, where he was like, I can't help it that I sound like The Rock. That's just how I sound. Like I'm not trying to do it on purpose. Yeah. And after that, I was like, let's get more LA Knight. So I was wrong about him. He's fucking awesome.
My last WWE note is tonight is Raw's 30th anniversary and go home for the Rumble. So
that's bad timing.
It should be a good show though. Yeah, it is bad timing. It should be a good show though.
It'll be a terrible go home show, but I mean it'll be fun nostalgia bullshit.
It's gonna be more like a homecoming.
Yeah, it'll be like their 1000th episode or whatever the fuck.
Old school Raw.
Yeah, it'll be DX. Fucking squashing someone that's on the
geriatric crotch chops.
Yes, fucking 70-year-olds doing crotch chops. It'll be Taker.
Look, I love DX, but yeah, I get it.
Taker will take 20 minutes to get to. So there's 20 minutes of a 3-hour show right there, which is good.
Yeah, he's older, so it's gonna take twice the.
Yeah, twice the amount of time to get into the ring. It's gonna take a nap halfway through.
Right. Let's switch to Impact, man. I only really got one note because not a lot happened. The only note I have is that the brand new TNA Knockouts champion, Mickie James.
Hardcore Country!
So she comes out to celebrate. I'm like, oh, this is great. It's awesome. And then, no, it's a Bully Ray segment.
Yep, shut it off.
Anyway, that's about all you need to know right there.
Yeah, that's
Bully Ray
it.
Stuff. I will say this: the 3D reunion is rumors are picking up.
Yeah,
because Devon wants to wrestle again. Yeah, Devon's wanting to wrestle again. So yeah, I can see him coming back. That will take that iteration though.
Wait, he just got released too, right?
Yeah, it was after that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of people that got released, there's one thing I want to return to on the Royal Rumble really quick. I think Zack Ryder is going to show up at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
I'll bet $5 to someone that he shows up.
I say he shows up to like that number 18 or 19 spot.
No, I mean like as a fan, he'll be in the crowd.
Oh, he's just gonna be chilling.
Yeah, he's not. They're not gonna let him. No, but really, I think he's in the Rumble.
All right, we'll make our final predictions.
Enzo Amore?
It could. All right, AEW boys. So this past Dynamite and Rampage recorded the same night. Obviously, was the day after Jay's death. They did not do any kind of tribute. Just too soon. Just too early. It took a little while. But despite that, the match of the night was holy shit. Bandito and Danielson.
Danielson and Bandito, yeah.
That was
amazing.
Good.
I mean, I feel like that's to be expected at this point from Bryan Danielson. Yeah. Like, I don't name the last, not just bad match, because he doesn't have bad matches. Name the last one that wasn't in the A range that Bryan Danielson has had.
Yeah.
It's sick how good he is.
I also like the Top Flight versus Bucks.
See, that's like, apart from the Danielson Bandito match, didn't care about a single thing that happened.
Yeah, I didn't care too much about it either. That was really about all I really cared about too much.
Didn't care.
Man, that match was awesome though. But that's all I got, man. Y'all got any more for the recap?
Nope. I don't have a single thing for Dynamite.
Little bit of Bloodline and Sami Zayn turmoil.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
We've seen it before.
It's like he was trying to like fist bump Roman, and Roman wouldn't fist bump him.
He wouldn't fist
bump. Then they made up because Sami had the match won until the Usos showed up the other week.
Roman did technically sign the contract, and Sami was holding the contract.
Mm-hmm.
A little foreshadowing.
I think Sami is the dark horse to win the Rumble. Mm-hmm. I would fucking love
I have two picks, and neither one of them are Cody Rhodes.
That would be a great storyline though. So yeah,
I love it. I love anything that happens with Sami Zayn right now.
That would be the best blow off at Mania. Would be for that storyline, but
for the first time in a long time, they actually did a long-term storyline correctly.
Yeah.
Since the Rock and Stone Cold at X7, that was the last time they did long-term storytelling correctly.
Yep. All right, boys. If you guys are ready, man, let's play a little squared circle questions. Let's go. Heck yeah, here we go, boys. The OG, the original, the OG trivia game, squared circle questions, returns. Categories are wrestler, pay-per-view, and 3 potpourri questions today. First category, wrestler, will be verbal. The rest, you guys will need a little pen and piece of paper to give your answer simultaneously.
Yes.
All right, so square circle questions. It's AJ versus Primo today. We'll start off with, I don't remember who won last time, so we'll just start off with wrestler.
Yeah, it's Primo.
All right, Primo.
No, it was you, Primo.
We'll start off with wrestler here. So I'm going to give you guys some facts about this wrestler. It's oral, so you guys can basically say it whenever you want to. Yeah, here we go. Ready? All right. Born June the 28th, 1972.
Okay.
He is
You
six.
typing that in, AJ?
He is 6'7", 285 pounds. Now he was billed from New Orleans, Louisiana. He was trained by Dangerous Danny Davis and others, but mostly Dangerous Danny Davis.
Rene Dupree.
All right, so he debuted in 2001 and retired in 2018. So not a super long career. He was signed by WWE Developmental in 2001, then released and signed again in 2003. All right, here's where the meat comes. He is famous for his feud with The Undertaker from 2004 to 2006. He teamed with Road Warrior Animal in the new Legion of Doom while they were tag team champions.
Oh,
that was his only WWE title. He was managed by Paul Heyman.
Fucking, God damn it! What's his fucking name? Not Crush, but just fucking a follower of like After Crush. Fuck, what's his name?
All right, so he's famous for his feud with The Undertaker. He got buried in the casket. He was scared of like the dark. They did a little skit where he was scared of the dark when he was going against The Undertaker. He wore red trunks. He wore red gloves. It's Heidenreich.
Heidenreich,
yes.
Yeah. Fuck.
John Heidenreich is the technical
Yeah,
name.
Heidenreich.
All right, good stuff.
He would corner people in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking weird and creepy.
Right, he was.
He sucked.
All right, so for pay-per-view, you guys are going to need pencil and paper. So I'm going to give you guys facts about the card, and then you guys are going to guess the actual year of this pay-per-view.
Oh. Okay.
Just the year is what I'm looking for. You guys are going to guess at the same time. So, all right, so here we go, guys. What year did this WWE New Year's Revolution take place? It was January the 8th, and it was held in Albany, New York. There was 11,000 people in attendance, and the card went as follows. Chavo Guerrero beat Snitsky. Flair beat Edge to retain the Intercontinental Belt. Trish beat Mickie James to retain the women's title.
Hardcore country!
Jerry Lawler beat the Hurricane. Triple H beat the Big Show. Shelton Benjamin with Mama Benjamin beat. Looks like he beat the Big Show too. Okay.
Poor Big Show.
All right.
It's getting whooped.
John Cena, the final two matches. John Cena won an Elimination Chamber match. And Edge beat John Cena on a cash-in of the Money in the Bank contract. All right, reveal, boys. Years. 2006 is correct. You boys both get a point. Good job, boys. I thought that one would probably ring a bell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3 questions. You guys are going to write these all down as well. All right. Primo's up 2-1. Here we go. Going into the final round. First potpourri question. On that very same New Year's resolution pay-per-view, there was a women's bra and panties gauntlet match. Okay? Who won the match? Got choices here. What am I trying to say? I'm like, I'm not in school anymore.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Thank you.
Multiple choice.
Some of that. Thank you.
Man,
Right.
can we show an answer before we get the multiple choice? Because we both wrote something down.
We did.
No. Let me get my gimmick out first. Here we go.
All right.
All right. So, who won the match between Tori Wilson, Victoria, Candice Michelle, Ashley Massaro, or Maria? Tori Wilson, Victoria, Candice Michelle, Ashley Massaro, or Maria? Who won the bra and panties gauntlet match? Reveal.
Oh, shit.
Multiple choice. AJ says Tori Wilson. Primo says Candace Michelle. Both are incorrect.
My second answer is Ashley.
Ashley Mazzaro was the.
My first guess
answer.
was the cat.
We'll stay at 2 and 1.
I put Jackie.
Jackie.
All right, boys. Pen and piece of paper. For 1 point, how old is Jeff Jarrett? How old is Jeff Jarrett? Closest gets the point if you don't hit it. Ready and reveal. 53. Primo says 54. Jeff Jarrett is 55.
Oh, you fucking turd.
He'll be 56 in July.
Oh, you win by fucking
Price is Right at
rules.
Yeah.
Oh, you turd. Fuck off.
All right, next question, boys. Ready? So Max Caster's dad was a wide receiver tight end in the NFL. Name one of the 4 teams that his dad, Rich Caster, played for. One of the 4 teams in the NFL. I'll give you a little hint. One of them is defunct. One of them isn't in the league anymore. One team isn't in the league anymore. It's called something else now.
That was easy. You shouldn't have done that.
I know.
Real. Yeah. All right. So Oilers. Yep. Correct. So he played for the Jets, the Oilers, the Saints, and he won a Super Bowl with the Washington Redskins in 1983.
None of those were my guesses. I had Denver for my other guess.
Never know which Infer when you're in Denver, so you both got a point there. So Primo is going to win today's edition of Square Circle Questions for...
Cause you're the twos and we the ones.
Primo, you almost got all 5. That was an impressive showing.
Good job there. That's becoming your game, isn't it, Primo?
Thank you.
No, he only wins about one out of...
Is it?
It's a coin flip who's going to win this game.
Yeah, it really is.
All right, yeah. All right, Triple Ace music time. Let's hit
butter because I'm on a roll.
A roll.
You are on a roll.
Time to play the game.
All right, King of the Mountain time. That must mean when you hear old Lemmy singing and AJ doing. All right, here we go. It's King of the Mountain time. The King of the Mountain leader is AJ with 6. The streak leader going into last week was Primo with 2, myself with 1, AJ with 0. We were choosing from a little Big Ten basketball. It was Wisconsin 63, Penn State 60. So all 3 of us gets the win with Wisconsin getting the win. So all of us are going to move up 1, so that'll move Primo up to 3. Myself will move up to 2. AJ will move up to 1. So Primo,
play the thing. The thing. Play the thing.
The thing.
Because I got 1.
Acknowledge me.
No, not that one. Fucking turd.
Cause you're the twos and we the ones.
The only time I will ever request that and not shit on it.
You're the 2s.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Primo and AJ, just so you guys know now, Primo is halfway to the King of the Mountain streak. He is currently at 3 right now.
I'm not worried about it.
Retake the mountain.
Starting to get a little
4.
A little nervous. A little nervous.
No, absolutely not.
All right, well, here we go, boys. This week we're going to be picking from a little NBA basketball.
I know all about NBA
all right,
sports.
So
the old round ball?
This Wednesday, January 25th, the 32-13 Denver Nuggets, a.k.a. where Too Cold Scorpio lives. Hello, Denver.
That is so random.
Right? So there we go. Totally. Denver Nuggets at the Milwaukee Bucks. Hello, Bucks, Young Bucks. Milwaukee.
What was their record?
Milwaukee Bucks record was 29-16, and they are the home team. So 32-13 Denver at 29-16 Milwaukee. Primo, who you feeling for this week's?
I wish I knew the Nuggets road game wins.
They have 12 road game wins, so you should go with the Bucks.
Oh, no, I'm gonna go with the Nuggets. Actually,
God damn it!
All right, Denver for Primo. I'm going with Denver myself because I'm a Celtics fan. We never pull for the Bucks for anything. So AJ, how you feeling? You want to go with you want to come with the boys again?
Yes, come on, AJ. Come on over. Come on, AJ.
We get a dub.
I mean, I was going to if I was going to be the first one to pick. But now I will go with Giannis Antetokounmpo.
All right.
I had to learn how to pronounce his name because I had to say it like 15 times on air the other day.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to like look up one of those pronouncers, and it's really funny to hear a robot go, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I bet it was. That's a tough one, too. So,
Giannis
all right, we'll see if Primo can get to 4. I'll try to get to 3. AJ's trying to get to 2. Primo, got a little second there, brother. Why don't you plug that merch, man? See if we can sell a T-shirt or 2 for 400.
Yeah, a couple at least.
Yeah.
So, we do have merch here at the Sit Down Marks podcast. You can go get that merch. Anything you want. We got not anything you want, actually. I'll take that back. We have T-shirts, baby clothes. We have journals, mugs, I said journals. Face masks, stickers, T-shirts, hoodies, whatever you want. They are all at www.tpublic.com/stores/sitdownmarks. That is www.tpublic.com/SITDOWNMARKS.
Merks.
This is Levi Cooper.
Hey, this is Buck Nasty, Bucky Collins.
This is Big B.
What's up, bozos? This is Trevor Outlaw, and you're listening.
And you're listening to the Sit Down Marks.
Sit Down Marks.
Sit Down Marks.
And you're listening to the Sit Down Marks podcast with DB, Primo, and AJ.
Reach for the sky, boy.
All right, boys. As we talked about at the top of the pod, man, and everybody's been talking about it. I mean, it like I said, I don't know any other way to put it, but it rocked the wrestling world. Jay Briscoe died in a head-on collision car accident, truck accident. I guess it was be a week ago tomorrow now, but very, very tragic. We're going to talk about a little more, some more lighter things. Memories of Jay. I have a few memories of the Briscoes, watching the Indies on the Carolinas when I lived over in the Carolinas some. So I always like to talk about this too, you know what I mean? To kind of kick us off here for a minute, boys. So when you look at Jay Briscoe, right, you think, man, I would not fuck with that dude ever. He always looked
bad,
mean.
Yeah, looks like a bad dude.
Yeah, always look. Yeah, he's just a bad dude. Just you wouldn't want to mess with him. You know what I mean? And you always heard good stories about him. I was able to run into him, say hey to him a few times over the years. And he was, he always give you a fist bump. Always see him talking to people, having fun. Looked like he was always enjoying life. But for me, I remember Mark and Jay from back in the long days ago when they, which we've seen some of that footage been shown here lately because of the tributes and stuff. But of kind of when they started, they wore these red spandex. I remember seeing these guys on indie shows in the Carolinas because they were from the East Coast, so I've seen them a couple times before. I knew they were the Briscoes, or knew they were going to be the Briscoes, or that kind of stuff. And and then out of nowhere one day, I see these guys, in Ring of Honor, and I'm looking at them, I'm going, man, I've seen these guys before. I just couldn't really put my finger on it, and then I finally went back to, kind of figuring out my dad was still alive at the time. We were talking about it, and so he kind of helped, remember and talk about these guys. And Dad knew some of the guys that, had some hands in training them, that kind of stuff. And So we were kind of talking about that, but and then so just seeing these guys just grind it out for just years and years and years as pro wrestlers, just trying to make it, and even though we all like knew the Briscoes, we all knew they made, they all put on badass matches. They were always kind of rugged. They were always down to do some crazy shit, right? Like we're always kind of interested in watching them, and stuff, a lot, right? But and call me crazy, man, and how life just works sometimes, that way, and just can't explain some of this shit, but I kind of feel like sometimes, when I really just kind of think about it, I thought about this kind of a lot lately, I kind of feel like even though those guys have been on the scene for as long as they had, I kind of feel like they were just kind of just getting their just due, you know what I mean? Like with the whole FTR feud, trilogy that they had, that kind of stuff. Not with us, but with just with the whole wrestling world, we all knew what they can do and how awesome they were, and they were one of those tag teams that always had belts from somewhere, right? They were always champs somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of they were always grinding it out, just constantly kicking ass, on the scene, and just ready to break out, you know what I mean? So just always wanting to just hungry, you know what I mean? They just always looked hungry, you know what I mean? And they weren't the prettiest, by no means, you know what I mean? They wasn't, you know what I mean? But they were a hell of a promo, you know what I mean? You were always interested in what they were going to say. They always put on.
They didn't pull no punches.
Right, yeah. They always put on awesome matches. They were a little gritty sometimes, and but for us, but for me, that's kind of of my idea. I was big Briscoe fans, but I feel like the tag team division as a whole in the universe has a big hole in it now, kind of. You know what I mean? With these guys, not being together anymore, obviously. So, but what are your guys' thoughts and memories and feelings about Jay Briscoe?
So, well, first of all, it seems like they're one of those tag teams that could have at any point past 2006 been a part of the big time, WWE, and signed with them and fucking killed it. But I like to think that they didn't. I just feel like Jay and Mark no, fuck WWE. We're just going to stick with Ring of Honor. Because they were in Ring of Honor for 20 years or something like that? Fucking amazing. And the fact that, Dirty, like you said, that a lot of people only came to know them because of FTR. I mean, that's how I remember seeing them.
Yeah.
Like way back when in CZW, when you didn't really know who they were, but you're oh, those guys are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was with the FTR feud, we were holy fuck, these guys are actually the real deal. And of course they've always been the real deal, they're the Briscoes. Yeah. But yeah, I always got the feeling that they could have at any point in the career signed with somewhere bigger, and they were just no, we're good, because we're just gonna keep cutting our promos and doing whatever the fuck we want in Ring of Honor, Impact, on the indies. And I think that's something to be admired, especially in this day and age when everyone's just trying to get to the big time, quote unquote. So I always thought that was pretty cool about the Briscoes and Jay in particular.
No, yeah, I agree. Everything that you guys said is on the money. They're always you're always captivated watching them, one way or the other. I first learned about them watching Ring of Honor back in the day. But yeah, it is crazy that it seems like more of the mainstream casual fans learned about them recently because of the FTR stuff. But
yeah, and they got put on the bigger platform, I guess, with AEW, and so.
But yeah, no, everything you guys have said already. Yeah, great wrestlers, and they had a great promo, and they weren't afraid to say whatever the hell they want, and they'll post it on Twitter for everyone to see. So calling, I remember they were calling out FTR for a while there, and everybody else saying Tony Khan was scared and all that stuff. So
Right.
it's good shit, but no, it's another sad one that's gone too soon for sure.
Yeah, for real, and such tragedies too, and I'm gonna say this, man, and this is probably, because of my fandom, but when, to me, not that anyone's greater or lesser than the other, that kind of stuff, but like, for me, man, like when we lose somebody in the wrestling community, like it just feels different. It just feels, I don't know, like I said, I've said 5 words to Jay probably my whole life, including "Hey, what's up?" and that kind of fist bump, that kind of stuff. But you know what I mean? Like when we lost him, it was just kind of like a kick in the gut, kind of a especially with the way that it happened and having the family, and because I have one too, so it's it's just I don't know, it just always just feels different to me, and it makes me feel a little more sad. Like I said, not any more less or more of any, but yeah, just I don't know, just hurts a little different, I guess, is the best way to describe it. So, all right, boys, Primo, it's time to move on, man. What you got? Some headlines here before we go home, brother?
I do have some headlines. So we know that the current TNA Impact Knockout Champion is none other than Mickie James.
Let's just call this the Mickie James podcast.
We could.
On Fightful, Gail Kim says that she'd come out of retirement if Mickie really wanted her to fight her.
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
So that means it's going to happen, right?
Yeah, that's what that means.
So, speaking of what I'll just touch real quick on what we were just talking about. AEW has released a Jay Briscoe memorial shirt on Shop AEW with all the proceeds going to the family.
Yeah,
that's
really
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Tony Khan finally showing that he's actually a good person.
Matt Cardona recently filed trademark for his former WWE name, Zack Ryder.
Oh, has he now?
For merchandising and sales.
Interesting.
Yeah. Whoa.
I wonder why he would do that.
What number is he going to be? He's going to catch us off guard.
I think he's 18.
I think he's part of the Jobbers.
You think he's 18?
He used to be part of the Jobbers. He's reinvented himself.
But I think
he's going to be an early pop, like a 7 or 8.
Yeah, I can see that
early
too.
Pop to get everybody like, oh.
It's like, well, yeah, it's going to be at a point when we're all like, when we relaxed from the first couple.
Yeah, or like he'll come out for like a repop, like during like 13, 14, 15, after the Jobbers have been in there for a while, and people are like, okay, it's time to go take a piss.
Yeah, nice.
So, Fightful Select has learned that Switchblade Jay White's contract is up relatively soon. And he's expected to leave New Japan Pro Wrestling, per those in the company. However, those that Fightful has spoken to believe both WWE and AEW are interested in getting the former IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. However, WWE sources seemed confident they would land him, but that's far from official, as it was noted from sources within multiple companies that they can't officially reach out to him until his deal is up.
So we can watch him languish in NXT for 2 years? No, I'm good.
God, I don't know, man. He's kind of too big for NXT.
Yeah, you would think that about Shinsuke Nakamura, but
yeah, you're right.
The only one who made the straight jump from another country is AJ. Like that's it. Everyone else languished in NXT for a couple of years, and then come on up.
It's like Jay's already been on AEW, so if he shows up on there, it's not going to be that big of a deal. They've already kind of seen him, but now WWE would be a bigger deal, but he needs to be a fucking major player. This dude's a rock star.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He's just money.
And finally, the WWE 2K23. I remember last week I said they were going to unveil it at the Royal Rumble. Well, they did it earlier. They made a liar of me.
Of course they did.
So they unveiled the cover art, and it includes 3 different editions, which were the standard, deluxe, and special edition, I guess.
Yep.
A big match, John Cena.
Yeah.
The trailer was also released early this morning on January 23rd. And it's funny because it's the whole trailer is based around that nobody can see John Cena.
Well, yeah, he posted it like from his Instagram. It was just a WWE 2K23 cover. It was
blank.
Just blank.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fucking hilarious.
I know, it really is. God, I wish I was that cool.
Yeah, me too.
For sure.
That'd be great.
And that is all I got for January 23rd headlines.
Works for me, brother. AJ, give us that preview of next week, dude. Shut your mouth.
Hey, this is Buck Nasty, Bucky Collins, and you're listening to Sit Down Marks.
No, I'm a little insulted that, you have to tell me to shut my mouth. There's a little chat note here to shut my mouth. But at the same time, had I not read that, I would have started immediately.
They both stared at you.
So you're not exactly wrong to remind me each time. Anywho, next week we return to fill you in on what actually happened with myself and Trevor Outlaw when we went face to face in Iron Spirit. It's going to be my chest is going to be bloody. Yeah.
Hamburger meat.
Magal discusses the Royal Rumble premium live event. Yeah, it's not a pay-per-view anymore. Results with us and how we feel about WWE going towards WrestleMania. Also, we will find out who won the Kurt Angle trophy. We're both pointing at ourselves. DB sits just completely
Kurt looks really
broken.
There. He looks good.
I'll be back for another round of Guess the Gimmick, which it's not called that. Thank you, Tori. And Promo School will feature one of the best promos from Mr. Jay Briscoe in the early Ring of Honor days. Thanks for hanging with your favorite marks, and we'll see you next week.
All right, final surprises, not winners, surprises. We already said Zack Ryder. Anybody else?
I
I think he's still.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
What about... We haven't even talked about the women's Rumble. Who's a surprise for the women's Rumble? Awesome Kong. I would love it if Awesome Kong was in it.
Hardcore country.
How about Rhea is in both?
She did say that in an interview recently.
Pull up, what, Beth Phoenix?
Beth Phoenix, yep.
China. What other women have been in the men's Royal Rumble?
China.
Here's what
I found. Shut up, Siri.
She was in. you know what? She got released a while back for being too rough.
Nia Jax.
Oh, Nia Jax.
Nia Jax.
Fuck
yes.
Nia Jax.
She was in it too. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Any surprises? Any surprises?
I already gave mine. Zack Ryder.
Oh, you're talking about for a minute, Moose.
Oh, that'd be dope.
That would be cool. I don't think enough people would know who Moose was.
How about Okada?
Oh shit!
That would make wrestling
I
fans.
might shit my britches.
Yeah.
They would never
I
stop.
already have my pants off for the Rumble, so I'll just,
shit your couch.
Yeah. All right.
Recliner.
Just start shitting all over the place.
Winners final. Give me two winners. Give me two winners. AJ, go.
Cody, Sammy.
Okay. Men's. Yeah, we're doing men's first, by the way. Primo.
Seth and Sammy. I wanna. Well, never mind. I say Cody does come in at 30, but I do say Seth goes him out and wins.
Okay.
I'd be okay with that.
Okay. Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna play along because I'm gonna suspend my disbelief. I'm going Sami Zayn or The Rock.
That'd be dope. Hey,
Right.
I'll freak out.
I don't see him dedicating that much time to WWE. Like the next 5 months.
Yeah.
He doesn't have time to do that shit.
Give me one winner for the women's Rumble.
Rhea Ripley. Yep,
Rhea
Ripley. Mm-hmm.
I'm going Becky.
Becky. I'd be happy.
I want Rhea too. And I'm not a Becky fan, but I don't know. I feel like we're going to circle back to.
Ooh, what about Bailey?
Meh. No, I don't think she has a shot at it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd be okay with Bayley.
I'd be okay with that too, kind of, really. Yeah.
I would love it possible.
I don't want to see repeat winners this quickly.
No, that's why
they just started the women's Royal Rumble like a few years ago. So
2018 is that when it started? When
I want Rhea to win.
How about Naomi as a surprise return for women?
Oh, I totally forgot about
that's
her.
a good one. That's a good one.
I think that's a pretty safe bet, actually.
Carmella, is she okay now? She has some surgeries, I think, or something.
Lita
be good. Yeah.
Kelly again.
Kelly again. Molly
Bella
Holly.
Twins.
Molly Holly, Bella Twins.
No Bella Twins.
Nikki comes out as Crazy Nikki and Nikki ASH.
That'd be cool too.
That would be awesome.
Two gimmicker. Who was the girl who used to sing all the time? She's like, yeah.
That's Jackie.
Big Show.
No,
that's Miss Jackie. They got her ear bit off or whatever.
Miss Jackie, her boob fell out. That was the one.
It did fall out. Yeah, it flopped.
Are you talking about that one? Yes.
Can't remember her name. She's always saying
the blonde chick.
It was awful. Yes. Yeah.
I have no idea.
All right, boys. Enjoy the Royal Rumble. I know I will. Looking forward to it, man. I love Royal Rumble night.
Look, I got 1 in 30.
You do.
Let's talk about our picks here real quick before we go home.
We can each tell everybody ours.
Yeah, go for it. Primo, what do you have?
I have 1, 3, 4, 8, 9, 15, 16, 24, 28, and 30.
Those are low numbers.
All right, I got number 2. I got 6 and 7. I got 11, 12, 13. And that's a Zack Ryder territory right there. 11, 12, 13, 18, 19. And then I'm off until 27 and 29. So,
and then process of elimination. I have all the 20s. And 5, 10, 14, 17.
Does Triple H break down a forbidden door like with New Japan or AEW?
That would be so awesome. Maybe.
I think a New Japan first, probably.
Yeah.
That's why I said Okada. I thought that would be super dope.
Maybe that's part of the deal with sending Shinsuke to Japan.
Yeah, that they have to send
right. Okada come back.
Here.
Yeah. Or Muda. Muda could be in the Rumble.
Yeah, but he's like 70.
Yeah, nobody really popped that. Okada get the Huger pop.
Yeah.
Huger pop.
Huge.
By the way, if you add all of our numbers together, mine is like 22 higher than your guys' too. Yours are pretty similar. Mine's like 22 higher.
Oh, well,
not that matters. I'm just saying.
Is that one of your Royal Rumble stats that you put together? Like,
I just did it right now.
You guys always like that too. When Royal Rumble's coming on, they're showing you all this stats. Of people
I do like that.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Who's only been one. They've only won at number 1 this many times. Rey Mysterio has the longest time at 62 minutes.
Yeah,
the most winning at 27.
Yeah, those are cool, man. Yep.
I do. I love those stats.
The least winning at 29 or something.
All right, you guys. We'll see everybody back here next week. AJ, keep spreading the good word of wrestling. First of all, and now, take us home.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh my god,
that was beautiful.
It really was.
Thank you.
Seriously, if The Rock comes back, I might shit my pants.
He's coming. Well, get ready to shit your pants.
Just because that's just one. As many times as they say it, that's one you won't believe till you see because he's so busy elsewhere.
Yeah, he's literally the biggest movie star in the world.
Remember when we used to say? Remember when we used to say? Everybody used to say Kenny Omega was going to be in it every year before he signed.
Or Samoa Joe before he actually showed up at NXT. Actually, even AJ Styles was on that list for a while. But yeah, Kenny Omega every single year. Who's Kenny Omega? Kenny Omega, number 30.
That was another good surprise. Even though I kind of knew because I saw whenever the Bucks jumped him out of Bullet Club the night before.
What, that he was coming here?
Or
AJ Styles.
Like Omega and the Bucks jumped AJ Styles at an indie show before.
Mm-hmm.
So on the island of Samoa, do they just call him Joe?
Yes, his name is Joe.